Good morning, Brookside Cudas. I'm Ainsley.
And I'm Allison, with today's date of Friday, October 28th, 2016.
I'll be bringing you the baseball finalists and some school announcements.
And I will be talking about how the common germ-avoiding tricks everyday people use aren't doing you any favors at all, and some more school announcements.
Well, for those of you who love baseball more than anything, Mr. Miller, I'm happy to announce that America's favorite underdogs, the Chicago Cubs, finally made it to the World Series after 71 years. The Indians haven't been in a World Series in 10 years. That's right, the Chicago Cubs made it to the World Series against the Cleveland Indians. Today, Tuesday night, the Indians won 0-6, and Wednesday night, the Cubs won Game 2 of the World Series 5-1. Maybe the Cubs have a chance to get out of their slump, and all of their fans are praying they can win it after all. Tonight, there'll be a game at 8 p.m., so watch it. There'll also be a game on Saturday and Sunday, so be sure to watch those too.
Great story, Ainsley. Moving on, why don't we go to Caitlin for the weather?
Good morning, you Brookside Cudas. I'm Caitlin, and I'll be giving you the weather, lunch, and a riddle. Let's start off with the riddle. Okay, the riddle is, the person who builds it doesn't need it. The person who buys it doesn't use it. And the person who uses it doesn't know he or she is using it. What is it? Confidence, a coffin, or a lawsuit? Now, the weather for Friday will be partly cloudy with a high of 83 and a low of 70. Saturdays will be scattered thunderstorms with a high of 82 and a low of 60. And Sundays will be sunny with a high of 78 and a low of 61. Today's lunch is chicken tenders with biscuits, cows and nuts with marinara sauce, yogurt parfait, kale salad, tater tots, creamy spinach bake, applesauce cup, watermelon, and sidekicks frozen fruit cheese cup. And the answer to the riddle is a coffin. Thanks for watching. Have a Cuda-tastic Friday, Brookside. Happy Halloween!
Ooh, something good to eat for lunch.
I know lunch is good, but why do we pay attention to the weather? Ainsley, haven't you realized that the weather's cooling down?
Now that you mention it, it has, but I'm not one for the cold.
I just love polar winters. Well, moving on, about my story. Everyday people like to keep themselves germ-free by using methods, but unfortunately, most of the methods are not very useful at all. One of them are holding your breath when someone coughs or sneezes. Yes, I admit I have done this multiple times before, but there is a gross fact to this. While holding your breath, you are giving a long enough amount of time for the snot droplets to get sucked in as you take your first gulp of air. Although something useful you can do would be covering a cloth over your nose and mouth. That would limit the amount of germs entering your body. I may have grossed you out, but at least you know the truth.
Well, I know I can keep myself from getting a cold anytime soon. Attention all CAB Club participants. There will be a meeting at school today, after school today at 4:30. Hope to see you there.
Last week's question was, a ladder hangs over the side of a ship anchored in port. The bottom rung of the ladder touches the water. The distance between the rung is 30 centimeters, and the length of the ladder is 270 centimeters. If the tide is rising at a rate of 15 centimeters per hour, how long will it be before the water reaches the top rung?
Jeez.
The correct answer is the ship will rise with the tide, so the water will always remain level with the first rung. Congratulations to Ethan Clark in A Lunch who guessed it correctly. Next week's question is, the more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I?
That's something to think about. Have any jokes for today?
Not that I have in mind.
Oh well, I bet some of us may be getting sick of those jokes.
Nah, who could? They're so funny.
Sure, Allison. That's all we have for today, Cudas.
Bye.
Bye.